Super Rugby AU Team of the Week for round number 3. Trying to get it done quickly. Still a bit full of a cold. Hopefully my nose will play ball and we can get through the team. But yeah, a good round of games, man. Like I think probably my favourite round of the games thus far. Both the games nail biters. So yeah, lots to talk about in this one. Loose head, I have gone with Cabus Eloff from the Rebels. How could you not pick him after his performance at the weekend? He has 40 runs for 43 metres. The birds outside are pretty excited about that. 43 metres from 4 runs for a prop is absolutely magnificent. He has a clean break, beats a defender, 4 passes, 2 offloads, 6 from 8 tackles. And the offload, at least one of them was like phenomenal level offload. And yeah, man, just the dude was having a magnificent outing. 6 from 8 tackles, 1 penalty conceded. Black marks if you want, but overall, man, very good game from him. Hooker was a pretty tight one, but I have gone with the force man guy if it's how you spell it, I think it is. Pretty consistent. I think they dropped 2 line-out balls, but for the most part, pretty stable effort from them. 9 runs for 29 metres. My daughter in the background is going bananas because she's excited about the Force getting their first win in a long time as well. 3 passes and offload, 15 from 15 tackles. He did concede a penalty. Remember, he had to come back on when old Andrew Reedy left the game, but good effort from him as well. Probably too many Waratahs in this team. I will put one of them down here. I've got Harry Johnson-Holmes, tight head prop. 4 runs for 3 metres is what you expect from a prop. Mr. Eloff could learn from that. None of this 43 metres business. He has 16 from 18 tackles, which is a hell of a work rate. Only concedes the 1 penalty. I still rate him. He's in a team which is not playing that well. They did lift their game in this most recent one, but yeah, I've gone with Harry Johnson-Holmes there. Big work rate from him as usual. Another Waratahs guy, I have gone with Hugh Sinclair. Now, I didn't know much about him prior to the start of the season, but he made a bit of an impression in that most recent game. 8 runs for 6 metres is, again, nothing to write home about, but 3 passes, 5 line-out wins, so useful in the air, decent hands. He certainly likes to run the ball more than he likes to pass it, which you would expect from a big old second rower. 23 out of 26 tackles. Huge shift. I mean, the Waratahs and the Force, both these sides had huge tackle counts in that game. It was just a feature of that game, but that's a pretty good number. From the Force, I'll just write his second part of his surname, Fergus Lee Warner. I talked about him in the preview as being potentially my favourite Force player, and he didn't disappoint, man. He has a try. He has a try assist. The try was a great run where he outstretched, beat a man to get to the line. 17 runs for 48 metres, so he is a proper lock-loose forward that he can get the old run metres up. He has a clean break. He beats 3 defenders. He passes 6 times, has 19 out of 22 tackles, and 4 line-out wins. The guy is everywhere, man. He is just such a work rate machine player. Got to be a Wallaby at some point, surely. His partner in crime on the blind side was Tim Anstey, so they both got tries and they both got try assists because they assisted each other. Tim assisted Fergus and Fergus assisted Tim. Worked a pretty well combo. 10 runs, 52 metres is a great return. He was everywhere as well. 1 clean break, 5 defenders beaten. Has 5 passes, has 2 line-out wins, has 13 from 13 tackles. I can just keep going. He does concede a penalty, but yeah, man. I may have gone a little bit heavy on the Force. I'm wearing the Brumbies jersey because I've maybe snubbed with the Brumbies a wee bit. But we will get to the Brumbies in a tick. Open side, speaking of going a bit heavy on the Force, like I said, I was pretty chuffed they got a win, man. I've gone with Kane Kateka. It was a hard one, the open side. Like, Tizano from the Tars made 1 million tackles but missed about 6. So it was a tough one to decide. Jerome Brown, I don't think, had huge numbers for the Brumbies. It's a tough choice. But anyway, I've gone with Kateka. He has 10 runs, 14 metres, which is nothing too flash, but it's a pretty decent work rate. My neighbour's cat is trying to come into my house. Hey you, what are you doing? Crawl on the floor of my house. Get out. Hey. Go. Shh. Go. Not your house. Go. There you go. Get out of here. Bloody hell. Busting over the line like Fergus Lee Warner. What was I talking about? Kateka. 2 defenders beaten, 6 passes. He has 16 out of 19 tackles. 16 out of 19 is pretty decent. The cat's just sitting there on the deck. Likes listening to my videos, apparently. But yeah, Kateka at open side, certainly a pretty useful shift. Number 8, Jack Dempsey. Another tar. What can I say? The tars, like, I think I've picked one Waratah in 3 rounds. Well, the first 2 rounds, and then now I've gone with a load of them. Hey, stop coming into my house. Go. What? It's Waratahs. I'm going to have to shut that door next time. I wanted to leave the door open, so maybe I can not get as much echo in this room. What am I doing? Jack Dempsey, 16 runs, 62 run meters is pretty massive. He has 4 defenders beaten and 7 passes, pretty good involvements. He has an offload, he has 12 from 12 tackles, he wins a line-out steal. He does cough the pill up twice, but overall, much improved tars. Maybe their season, they've got a bye now, so maybe they can improve. It's not all doom and gloom, at least on that most recent result. Anyway, the cat is distracting the heck out of me. Number 9, there was only one man, and he's a substitute. I don't usually pick substitutes. Ryan Lonergan. If you haven't seen that Brumbies game, you should go and watch it. Unbelievable. You got to watch the highlights. He has a try assist, which in itself is a thing of beauty, and would in most cases be his best highlight of the evening, but it's not. That no-look backdoor pass to Banks to get that try was top draw. They hadn't been able to crack through that defence up until that point of the Rebels. But Lonergan managed to get Banks through the gap. He kicks a conversion and he kicks a penalty. Believe it or not, that penalty, 55 metres plus at an angle from halfway basically, to win the game on like 82 minutes is the stuff magic is made of, honestly. It doesn't get much better than that. He has 1 run for no meters, 17 passes, 4 from 4 tackles. Does have 2 turnovers conceded, but overall you could not pick anybody else this week for number 9. I turned this guy down last night. Last night? Gee, that sounds a bit weird. I turned him down last week. Where's the apostrophe on his name? I turned him down in favour, I think it was Lolosio last week. And I couldn't do it this time. He gets 8 penalties, man. He scores all of the Rebels 24 points. On another day, he wins that game for them. Last time I turned him down for the Dream Team, basically because he missed that last shot to win it. Yeah, he got his team so close. 7 runs, 17 run meters, 28 passes, so huge involvements from him. 5 from 6 tackles, didn't concede 1 turnover, but scored all of the 24 points. He's been such an important part of that Rebels team. And yeah, I've been pretty impressed, what can I say. Pity for him he hasn't got a win 2 weeks in a row. For the left wing, I've gone with another Rebel. I've gone with Marika Korobete. Now, for a team which hasn't scored any tries, he's certainly putting up some good numbers. 15 runs for 117 run meters is huge. 2 clean breaks, 12 defenders beaten. I don't think anybody's gotten to double figures for quite some time. Maybe Caleb Clark against the Wallabies, Eden Park, I think, got double figures, but it's pretty rare. 7 passes, including 5 offloads. Goodness me. 2 from 5 tackles is a black mark. 1 turnover conceded is a black mark, but overall, man, Marika Korobete is just a strike weapon. Sometimes he's almost like an extra loose forward the way he picks and carries. The commentators actually mentioned that. Back for the Force at 12. I've gone with Richard Kahui, turning back the years for him in this game. He has 15 runs for 50 metres, which he didn't. I was surprised at the numbers. Like, watching the game, it didn't seem that high. A clean break, 18 passes. Like, talk about involvements. That's more than a lot of fly halves get. 3 offloads, 7 from 9 tackles. Pretty good effort from the old Silver Fox, as Andrew Mertens called him. Outside centre, I've gone with Ikitau from the Brumbies. Is he my first Brumbie? Second Brumbie after Lonergan. Tragic, man. I've really not been kind to the Brumbies this week. He scores a try. He has 4 runs for 13 metres, which is not all that flash. But he beats a defender. He has 3 passes and has a respectable 10 from 11 tackles. Sometimes outside centre is a pretty hard one to pick because the numbers often don't do the guys justice. But yeah, there it is. Right wing, I've gone with another Rebel, and it's weird because, again, they haven't scored a try. I've gone with Lockie Anderson. Again, he's another guy I don't know that much about, but he's been pretty solid from what we've seen of him. 9 runs for 53 metres is a decent return, but compared to Marika, it's not that great. He still has 2 clean breaks. He has 2 defenders beaten. He has 2 passes. He has 2 from 2 tackles and 2 turnovers conceded, so he likes the number 2. On another day, he probably gets a try, but nobody from the Rebels was getting over the line in that last game. And I had to include one last Brumbie here. I've gone with Tom Banks because I didn't do the Brumbies much in the way of favours. He gets that final try, which gets the Brumbies into the lead towards the end, even though they would go on to concede a penalty. 12 runs for 119 run metres is very good, even for a fullback. Like, when you think some of the metres they don't have to work that hard for, but still pretty good effort. A clean break, 4 defenders beaten, a pass, 2 offloads, 4 from 4 tackles, which for a fullback is actually very good. And 2 turnovers conceded is a wee bit of a black mark. But overall, pretty happy times. Other guys I could have mentioned, definitely Rob Carney. He looked pretty good at the back for the Force, but I've already included that many guys from the Force. I couldn't really bring myself to do it. Valtini at times for the Brumbies. McInerney went off pretty early. Fa'amusili before he went off as well after his HIA. Who else was there? Lolosio was pretty good for the Brumbies. Even Will Harrison for the Tars. Like, all the 10s seem to be pretty solid. I know, what's the Forces guy? McIntyre got a wee bit of stick on his performance. But, yeah, overall, man, what a weekend of rugby in Super Rugby AU. Very pleased that I got to see those games. Those are the kind of games you want to watch live, because if you know the result, it's not as good. But if you're on the edge of your seat, even as a neutral, you can't help but enjoy them. But anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts on the team. Who else would you have had? I'm going to go take some cold medicine. And yeah, see if that cat has left. He still looks like, mostly just like a grown-up kitten. I think he's too big to be a kitten, but he's not far out of kitten stage. Very curious, marching into my home with the door open. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again soon. See you later.